Brett Dyer. I'm going to be your instructor for Art Appreciation, Arts 1301. And in this course, we will be completing everything online. So with this video, I'm going to show you how to navigate through this course. When you log into eCampus, you'll see these tabs at the top. Be sure to select on courses, and you'll see the list of courses that you're currently enrolled in. In my case, it's the courses that I'm currently teaching. This is the course I'm going to use as the example, which is currently your course. Once you select this course, you will see the announcements as the home page, and you'll see the first announcement I sent out to you all, letting you know when this course begins and what to expect back in August. You'll also see a link to how you can get Office Suite from Microsoft to help you with your courses for free from our district. The next tab you'll see on the left is the Start Here tab. And on the Start Here tab, you'll find more of my contact information and also the place where you can schedule office hours with me through email so that you can meet with me if you need to. I'll also be adding more information in the announcements about the Remind app that we will use in this class. Be looking for it during the first week. Currently, my office, I have not been working from my school office because we are quarantined. So my office phone number is not the best way to contact me. Be sure to use email or the Remind app once I get that set up. I also included an area where I tell you a little bit more about myself, my experience in school, and also what it's like being an artist. So feel free to read that if you're interested. Here you'll see a breakdown of your grades. You'll also find this in the syllabus that we'll go over in just a moment. I also have a suggested timeline to help you navigate throughout the course and use your time as wisely as possible. You'll find helpful tips and guidelines here. In this area, you'll just see general tips that will help you in all of your different courses. So I encourage you to review this and save it maybe to help you as you go throughout your college and academic journey. All right, there is also a tab for Netiquette, which is basically a way of how to behave online and get the most from your courses. I'm going to open this up. For Netiquette, it goes over how to keep your passwords safe and secure, just general guidelines for how to communicate with your classmates and your instructor. It tells you how to email your instructor. Be sure that whenever you contact your instructors, that you put your full subject, your full course, your course number and the name of the course, as well as your name, so that we know who you are and what class you're in, as many of us teach several classes and have hundreds of students. Also make sure that you be very specific about what you're needing help with, as far as like what assignment it is, what the issue is, etc. Then you'll also see we'll be doing some message boards or discussion boards in this course, and sometimes that can be kind of confusing for students. They're not sure if they should agree with everyone or express their own opinion. So I included some helpful tips and also some examples of how you can disagree with someone, but with respect and to help you both learn from each other. So I look forward to seeing some of your comments in the discussion board assignments we'll be doing in this course. So be sure to look over all of these documents, as they're here to help you be a better student. Then there's also some contact information to help you get assistance if you have technical problems. And there's also a few tabs up here. Up here that you can see resources and these help tabs that you'll find more additional help for technology, because that's your instructors don't always have access to help you with that, with those items. All right. Then under the syllabus tab, you will see a copy of our syllabus. This will help you with your week 1, as there will be an assignment that you have to complete. It's a syllabus quiz, so all the answers will come directly from this. So I encourage you to look it over. You'll find some of the same information that's on eCampus but then additional information explaining what your learning outcomes are, the materials you need for the class, which are all included in eCampus. And then it further explains the assignments and also what each assignment is and how many of each one there will be. Okay. Then you'll see the institutional policies, and then each week kind of explaining what we're going to be doing, and then just some general statements about academic honesty and different rules that you need to make sure you abide by to be a good student. So please read over all of that before you take the syllabus quiz, and make sure that you refer to that document as you need help or you have questions throughout the semester, as most of the answers you'll be able to find online. Okay. All right, so the syllabus tab will always be there for you to review to go back and review. Then for weeks 1 through 8, I have a folder for each of these weeks. And I suggest you working in order. It's all open to you, but it's going to make more sense if you just follow along each week. Okay, so for week 1 and for all of the other weeks, you'll always see like a little introduction explaining what you need to look over and then what you need to complete and what the deadline is for those assignments. And then all of those items that are listed for you to review or complete, they will be in the same order as you scroll down. So you'll never have to leave that weekly folder. Most of the time you won't have to leave that weekly folder to do your assignments, except for 2 assignments that we'll be doing: a team gallery critical review and museum critical review. But in those folders, I tell you to be sure to look at these tabs for that information. Okay. So you'll have a tab for each week explaining the assignments. You'll also see within some of the folders, you'll see links to your ebook for the course. Now, for you to have access to this, you will need to select one of the chapters, and it will take you to the McGraw-Hill Connect page. And then if you don't have an account already, you'll have to set one up, but it is free for you as part of the included program at Dallas College. So once you go into that, you'll see the chapter open up that we're talking about that week. Now, for these assignments, these reading assignments, they're not required. I have them here just for further information, and but they are called assignments, but they're not graded or part of the grade book. Okay. Now I know that you are all really busy, and this is a short 8-week course. So I always include my lectures with voiceover, and I've also put those on YouTube so that they're easy access for you, and you can pause them and look at them as you're studying each week's content. Now, for each test that we have, I will also provide a study guide with those lectures, and then there will also be a note telling you that you can print the study guide and take handwritten notes. Make sure you put your name on them. And if you take a photo of those notes with your name and that are handwritten, you'll be able to upload that photo of your notes on the study guide to your test for bonus points. So be sure to take advantage of that opportunity. It's really a win-win for you because it will help you study and you'll get that information down, and then it will give you some bonus points for your test. Okay, so you'll see, if, like I said, a folder for each week that you'll be able to navigate through as you go throughout the course. Okay, and then I usually send a weekly, every Monday, I'll send you a list of what you need to do for that week, which will be very similar to what you see in each of the weekly folders. Now for these other tabs, the Team Gallery Critical Review, that will be due in a few weeks. You'll see the deadline and that information as it's announced, but I wanted you to see that it's already available to you. I am required to have you do a group assignment, and I've tried to make it as simple for you as possible. So to see who's in your group, when you all select this Team Gallery Critical Review group tab here, you'll just see one of these, and whichever one you see, that is your group. When you open that up, you'll see your group members' names, and then you'll also see different ways that you can communicate and share files with each other. There's a file exchange, which allows you to share your part with your classmates. And then there's also a discussion board if you prefer to communicate that way. You can set tasks for each other and yourself, and then you can also email each other through this, and then there's a place to submit that assignment. Now for the assignment, if you go to the tab right underneath your group, you'll see all the information you need to know about that assignment. Now, since we are in the middle of a pandemic, we're not requiring you all to physically visit a gallery or a museum, but you'll be able to use websites for that. However, some are open, so if you feel like it's safe for you to go visit those places, you're definitely welcome to do so, but it won't be a requirement. Okay, and then the second assignment that is not within all the other folders is the individual museum critical review. Now, for the museum critical review, you'll be doing that by yourself, hence why it's called individual. And that will be due later in the semester towards the end. And this one explains all the requirements and also has additional information to help you do that assignment. So I wanted you to see that those two that require you to write and to possibly visit a place, that they're listed from day one so that you can prepare in your own time to complete those assignments. Now, with the team assignment, I'm going to go back to that one for just a second. Sometimes students act like this assignment is really hard, but I want you to see it's really not. I have written instructions, and then I also have a PowerPoint template for you, and that template is for you to use. So really, once you get to that point of this class, which will be in a couple of weeks, you'll be able to just put your information into it. So you really don't have to create anything. You're just going to be editing that file and working with your teammates. So the only part you'll have to do as a group is communicate with each other through email or whatever method that you choose to, and then you'll just be putting all your information into one PowerPoint and uploading it online. So it's really not as challenging as some people tend to think. And then you'll be completing a evaluation over your team's performance, and that will be part of the grade as well. Okay, so I know this is probably a lot of information, and I don't want to overwhelm you, but I just wanted to kind of navigate through everything that's on here and explain it so that you feel more familiar as you are working through the course on your own. And then I think there's a place for you to look at additional chapters in the book. We will cover art from all over the world and from all different time periods, but there are some extra chapters in the book that I don't reference directly in weeks 1 through 8. So I have a link here if you want to explore those on your own and to have for more information. All right, so that is pretty much everything on eCampus, and be looking for more announcements, and I hope you all have a wonderful second 8 weeks of fall 2020.